Hello, just want to summarize today, June 5th, Friday, 2020. In case you didn't hear the news, the market was up tremendously a lot today, all the way from the pre-market. We saw that. Really, in the pre-market is already up 300 this morning, way before the news came out about the employment. So we know the market has a desire to go somewhere. It will. But okay, the employment was very good numbers, and the Dow at one point was up even 1,000 points. It closed at 829 points, up over 3%. S&P closed at 8158, over 2.5%, and the Nasdaq closed almost 200 points, up over 2%. The Nasdaq was up less than Dow and S&P. It's been lagging them the last week or two. This morning in the futures, we noticed that the Nasdaq wasn't barely up. It was actually down a little bit for a while, even though the Dow was up almost 600 points. So the Nasdaq definitely went up a lot today, 2%, very impressive, but it's not being the leader right now like it was for 8 weeks. The Russell 2000 is up also about 4 out of 5 days. It's up almost 4%, very positive for the market. The VIX is a great indicator for the market when it's down. The VIX was down 5% when the market was up incredibly a lot. Oil was up, which is bullish for the market, and copper was up about 2%. Oil's up about 4%, all bullish for the market. So the market had a very bullish day and a very bullish week. We were only down a little bit yesterday, and we were barely down then either. So the Dow Jones is up about 5 days in a row. So it's going to be interesting if next week the market's going to decide to pause or just keep going up more. It could go up more. We've seen many times markets going up much more than 5 days in a row. But it'll be interesting. Sometimes the markets tend to digest, or maybe the Dow could be down while the S&P could be up. We have all these different scenarios. But in general, you want to hold your position, be long. I've been encouraging people to buy UPRO or TQQQ. It's not financial advice. It's just what I do. And I'm shorting volatility. I'm shorting VXX. I've been shorting it from the high 30s and 40s. Now it's at very low 29s. About the VXX, it's my favorite indicator. When it goes down to about 26, I would kind of see if the market's ready to keep going up. If the market starts acting difficult and maybe starts kind of going down here and there, I would take it much more seriously, and I might even long volatility. I might get out of VXX shorting it and get long TVIX, which is a double of VXX. They don't let me short TVIX, otherwise I would have done that as well. So right now volatility is on the way down and market's on the way up, but volatility is only about 10%. The VXX specifically is only about 10% down, a little more than 10% down from the 26 target that I believe is a pretty accurate target for it. So we got to really see what the market's going to do. Are we going to go through that? Are we going to touch upon it? And then are we going to touch upon 26 VXX or go through it? Are we going to rip up in the volatility and the market could go down at that point? Basically, if the volatility goes up, the market will most probably go down. And if the volatility goes down, the market will most probably go up. So I like to look at the volatility, and VXX 26 to me is a pretty important indicator. If VXX fails at 26 and starts dropping even more, then I would long the market even more aggressively until the run is finally over, whenever it is. The market's been up about 9 weeks, according to some calculations, 10 weeks. So it is getting extended. Like I said, we're in the 8th inning, but it's still not over. So I would hold. I wouldn't add more. I wouldn't chase the market, because the market sometimes could suck people in and all of a sudden kind of act difficult and people would wish they got a better price. But so far, wherever chase the market didn't lose. I just like to buy the market if it's down 1.5% or 2% from this area. Otherwise, I'm just holding. I already really got in a few weeks ago when even more, almost 2 months ago, really, when this trend became so bullish. It took me a little time to catch on, but once you realize that the trend is bullish, you do not want to get out until it's finally over. So, like I said a few times, I'm looking at VXX to reach 26, either next week or the week after that, something like that, and then I'll see the behavior then and take it more seriously. Up till that point, enjoy today's rally. Hopefully you're bullish and you're not selling. Don't bet against the market yet. And let's see what happens in the near future. Right now, we're in the 8th inning in my opinion, in this bull market. And by the way, even if the market has a correction and pulls back, you want to buy the market again. There is so much steroids in this market. You know, I might not even get out of this market, even when VXX hits 26. I'm just going to consider doing some defense or offense against the market that goes down, meaning I'll try to make money if the market goes down, but I want to wait and see. Till then, have a great weekend. We'll see you either Sunday night or Monday morning.